And let's hop to it. Round 2, Hound attempt in 3, 2, 1, go. That was a very delayed go. So yeah, I've never done a Hound attempt. This may fail. It's possible. But Hound is stealth easy. We'll see how this goes. The main concern I have is just that alerts clear really quickly on easy, which means a couple of strategies that I use will have potential for failure. That's the concern because of how quickly alerts clear. I also will need to remember how I do certain things, like here, cross like that. If you walk like on the edge in the mud, you'll get that audio cue as if you were in the mud, but you won't actually get the side effects or the downsides of being in the mud. It's literally the edge. So yeah, for the most part, this run is not going to be too different. But we're going to be seeing more cam shots. I'm also going to pick up the 5.7, which we did not see in the previous run. That's because the cam shot is very useful. So we'll be making good use of that with the 5.7 early on, and then picking up the R5 Galil later when the time comes in stage 6. We are only allowed 5 alerts. That's the max. One of which is kind of a freebie, but we would rather use that later on if we could. So we use one in stage 3, one in stage 4, another in stage 8, and then another in stage, well, we would use 1 or 2 in stage 11. So I'm going to duck into the door here. And this is going to reset the pattern. So that avoids that guard cycle in that camera. That's something Bad Humans came up with. Very cool. I'm pretty sure on easy I can just run. Just like that, yep. On normal and very hard, you have to run up, but we can just run straight left. That's nice. I have a little image. I was going to call it a cheat sheet, but actually just a reference. It's really what it is, just a reference for later on for a strat that I failed, and I really don't want to fail when I do it. It's okay if I fail it on any percent, but I do not want to fail it on Hound, because if I do, then I'm going to be in the situation where I will lose like 20 seconds later, so don't want to do that. It is to your benefit to stay stealthy and not fail any strats. Because that one freebie I do not want to lose. It's better not to lose it. So we're going to cross over to the right here, because we're going to go pick up the 5.7. Oops, I did not mean to enter here. That was a mistake. We're going into this truck. That's okay, though. It's not a big deal. That door comes up very quickly, but you can't just, like, hold up for it. It's pretty annoying. So, you don't have to pick up the gun, but ultimately it's going to save us time. I know it definitely does on normal. I don't know about easy though. Easy maybe it would still be a better. I don't think so. Probably would. I think it's still better to pick up the gun. You do lose a significant amount of time on stage 2, but we'll be using the gun in the next couple of stages. Also, we don't want to pick up the R5 on stage 4. I have not actually tried doing the birds room stealthily on easy. I don't know, maybe the guard on the right doesn't actually spawn. But even so, moving there is really awkward otherwise. Doubting myself. I could have just held down right. There's no cameras. I got nervous. For no good reason. Naturally, lack of knowledge about the differences in this context creates fear. So there might be some moments where I'm doing kind of weird stuff just because I have the FUD. Fear, uncertainty, doubt. Way less FUD when you're doing any percent, but when you're trying to be stealthy, you're like, you know. But I could have just held down right, so a little optimization that can be made. Let's see if we can nail it this time. Looks good. Nice, we got it. That's the fast water skip. So we're gonna be killing a lot of dudes in this run. Like, dudes are gonna get it. The guards, a lot of guards are gonna die. Because that's usually faster than knocking them out. Especially because of the fact that most of them die in one hit. And, of course, then it means cameras don't see us. Make that guard get distracted. We have a 25 guard kill limit, so even though I will be killing a ton of guards, especially because knockouts kill as well, like, it's pretty unlikely that I'll hit the limit. I killed 5 guards last run. As long as I move well here, I'll skip killing this guy. Which I did. I think if you were, like, way unfamiliar and overly cautious, maybe you could hit the kill limit on easy. So you just knock out way too many guards, but I somewhat know what I'm doing. Again, the complicated thing is just adjusting my strategies, because a lot of these are the same strategies, but somewhat different because of the difficulty level. So just past the shadow, right there. Just wanted to make sure that landed before I started moving. And then we're going to knock. That's going to reset the guard's cycle. If you don't do that, the guard is going to come over and spot you. You'll have to wait. So we don't want that. Okay, let's see if we can nail this movement. We did. And you need to hold up left at the proper time there. That way the guard, when he enters the room, will start attacking up left and not notice you. So we'll only have one found rather than two. Very key, very, very key. Otherwise our freebie would already be gone. Alright, so stage 4, I'm gonna open with a cam shot. I believe there's a camera. I'm gonna have to look actually when Chris moves, because maybe there isn't a camera here on easy. Maybe that's completely unnecessary. I can't actually... No, the camera's there. Okay. So you still want a cam shot. So before the cam shot, what we would do here is wait. We would wait several seconds for the camera to pass on normal, so we wouldn't have the box. But with the cam shot, that problem is completely alleviated, so that is not a concern anymore. So just open with a shot, knock that guard out. We're seeing some corner punching. That is exactly what it sounds like. Your punches get extended through corners. So do theirs when they melee. Very useful. Very, very useful. I still don't need those chaff. So I'm not picking them up. Now you could kill this guard, but it's not actually a good idea, because we need to wait for this guard to move on his route. So we are going to knock him out as usual. Though of course he dies, but to me it's knocking out because it's what normally it is, not just a brutal punch kill as it is on easy. Corner punches are hilarious. This game has increasingly become more and more broken, and it's been quite a joy to see. Like, I think this run's quality has only improved over time. Between corner punching, the cam shots, the Nikita skip, thermal skip, manipulating guard AI, like, it's pretty cool. It's a really cool run. The only issue is the pillar RNG, but we're working on that. Another cam shot. Avoid getting spotted by that camera. It's literally all that's for. Here we're going to take the long way around. For some reason I started doubting myself, like, am I going the right way? I was fine. But I got worried for a moment that I was taking the wrong path. It's kind of funny. Okay, so don't want to mess up this movement. I don't want to get spotted by this guard. I might just go a little bit further down to make sure that I don't take the wrong path. It's the last thing we need. We got pattern 2, so 1, 2, 3, 2. I don't know which pattern is actually the fastest. I've never bothered looking into it because it doesn't really matter. It only potentially matter for the task or if you're doing ILs, but none of them seem too far off. It's more the RTA from the guard moving. Don't want to disturb the bird and lose time. This is fun though. I can just do... Oh, I missed? Wow. Well. Good on me. I missed the dog. Doesn't really matter too much, but kind of annoying. Just trying to kill the dog. I know, I'm sorry, but one shot, one kill, right? And then they won't get in my way. Please don't hit me. Ah, he did. It's fine. Alright. Boom. Don't run into the mud. Run along the outside of the mud. Alright, I'm definitely curious whether there's a guard here or not. No, there is not. There's a different strat here, but I'm not super comfortable with it, so I'm not going for it. But there's a faster strat where you knock out the dogs, but I am not practiced enough in it to confidently go for it, but that would definitely be a time save. Alright, so not, you know, boss fights are really not a concern at all on Hound. Even though we technically have the least amount of health possible here, it really doesn't matter. Oh, Joe, if you're still here, I actually have a question for you. If he's not, that's fine. I'll just ask him some other time. That was a good fight. Nice. I knew you were still here in my brain. I'm like, Joe's still around. He's chilling. So I was wondering, yo, why haven't you learned a 2D Metal Gear game yet? My dude's learned like 6 different 3D games, none of the 2D games. What's that about? I'm not saying you should learn Ghost Babel. I'm just asking, doing other stuff. Haven't gone around to it, or something else entirely. I was curious. Because you have been pretty, not eclectic, but you've gone through multiple games. 1, 2, 3, 4, Twin Snakes, Rising, Ground Zeroes, of course. Yeah, it's true. Okay, here's the other question. I don't know how much of the 2D Metal Gear stuff you've watched, but if you were to learn one of them, which one do you think you would like to learn? Not even talking about access. Assume you have access to all of them. That's why you should only do one grenade. And then trying to squeeze both in. Just do one per trip. The indoctrination into the Ghost Bagel cult. Yeah, this game's cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. Metal Gear NES, I think, is a really fun run. Metal Gear 2 definitely has its moments. It's a pretty chill run itself. And Metal Gear 1, Big Boss sucks on Metal Gear 1, but 90% is like pretty dang chill. Big Boss Metal Gear 2 is like quite nice. It's got a good difficulty to it. On PAL, that is. D-Line's with the thick raid. So I heard you were testing the Series X. How did that go? Hi, everybody. We are doing a Hound run on easy. We just got the world record for any percent, so now we're going for the stealth easy difficulty run, which has been going pretty well so far. Boom. Totally intentional. Nope, don't do that. S and X are the same. That is not too surprising. The real Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid : Ghost Babel, as it's called on Twitch now. Which is definitely has never been this game's name, but makes sense that it's its name. Though it, you know, it never really was Solid to begin with. It's just called that. But Metal Gear Solid, in part, the reason why it's called Metal Gear Solid is because it's a 3D game. So, a bit goofy, but cam shot, boom, camera doesn't see us. Yeah, I was just saying to Joe, before everyone came in, I was asking Joe, why haven't you learned a 2D Metal Gear game yet? Joe's learned a spin-off. He's learned most of the numbered entries. The only numbered entry he hasn't learned yet is Phantom Pain. He's learned Twin Snakes. Like, at that point, all you have left are, like, more spin-off games. And the 2D games, mostly. Portable Ops, Peace Walker as well. How long does a speedrun typically take for this game? Depends on what category you're doing and what you're doing, because you could run VR, you could run an IL, And starting out, you're not going to be as fast as your boy, but and it depends on what region you're running. So there's a lot of factors to it, but if I assume you're running the US version and you're playing for easy difficulty, it's like what? English adds like 5 minutes to the run, RTA. And what the last run was like a 113. So if I assume you're a beginner, let's say 1 hour, 25 minutes, you're a beginner. Something like that on English. But like I said, it depends. I think that was my time. It was 113. Oh, well, the vast majority of people do not run like a ton of Metal Gear games. You know, they may run like a couple. Most people really only dedicate themselves to one game. I've run several at this point, but there's a handful that I keep on coming back to. Solid 1, Solid 2, Ghost Babel, Twin Snakes. Like, the 2D games I kind of ran at one point. That was to help with commentary for those games for HDQ 2019. I've not run MGS3 in some time now, for instance. Never run 4. Survive, but Survive I came back to this year after like 2 years of not running it. So like, really it's like Solid 1, Solid 2, and Ghost Babel are the ones I run the most. Like, it's unlikely that I'm ever gonna drop this game. I can't drop you, Ghost Babel. Easy has been fun. At some point I'll do hard, which is gonna be kind of a weird difficulty. I already know it. I already have a feeling. Hard's just gonna be strange. Another cam shot. Cams don't see us. Oh, I whiffed. I hope I didn't get spotted there. I think that's actually what you want to do? That was a bit awkward. That was a touch awkward, but it worked out. Just had to wait for that guard to move along. Move along, citizen. I got places to go. Goes to Babel. I mean, even this year I've learned a new Metal Gear run, which was Acid 2, routed New Game, Acid 2. And started routing New Game Plus, Manip Route. It's a very different type of run. Very, very different. much more of a role-playing game run than a Metal Gear run. Snake's Revenge. Oh no. Snake's Revenge. Oh no, Snake's Revenge. Okay, well, I'm hashtag biased against Snake's Revenge. I had a very traumatizing episode with Snake's Revenge. But I also just think the game is annoying to run for the most part. Too much luck. Too much luck in that run. Annoying luck. Also, just that game. Ugh. If you don't want to compete against Jag, just learn any of the games Jag is not willing to learn, which you've already done one of them. That would be Rising. Jag's not willing to learn any of the Acid games. He's not willing to learn Survive. He doesn't want to learn VR. I think that's everything. I don't know if... Never asked him about Metal Gear Solid Mobile. I don't know if he would be interested in that game, because it's so obscure. That game has a lot of potential, though. Recently, DSmon, who will be running the game for T, found a glitch that lets you, like, run through crawl sequences, which is pretty cool. But I don't know if it's actually going to be useful yet, but it's pretty cool, nonetheless. Okay, please work. Very good. I actually didn't even notice if I didn't get an alert on the previous stage. I don't think I did. I should have paid attention to my stats. Did someone help a brother out and check if I got an alert on the previous stage? I don't think I did, but it'd be on the stats. There's no guard here. That's funny. There is a ranking system in Acid. What the hell was that? What was that noise? What was that noise? By the way, if anyone was trying to help with that, the way you would know is the stat screen with being found. You can get a fully stealth run in Acid 2. Metal Gear Solid Mobile does allow for Big Boss rank as well. But he runs Phantom Pain. Phantom Pain has a stealth category, but there is no Big Boss rank. So... Oops. Also, like, for Portable Ops, he runs Tsuchinoko, because Big Boss in Portable Ops is by far the dumbest Big Boss rank in the whole series, because you have to rescue 100 people. That is, well, it's not Big Boss rank, it's Foxhound rank, but same thing. Foxhound rank in Portable Ops is the silliest one. It's literally Tsuchinoko, but harder, and you have to grind 100 soldiers. This is why'd they make that so ridiculous? 100. 10? Okay, fine. 100? Why? Why so many? Okay, so this pattern is not consistent, so I'm just gonna follow Owl. This is a completely different pattern. Stealth no kills is like Big Boss, but it is not literally Big Boss, right? You don't actually get like a code name rank in Acid though. You get ranked by a letter grade. Kind of like 5, I guess. But it does track how many times you were like spotted or whatever. So you could completely play the game stealthy, obviously. Hey soldier. We're doing a stealthy easy difficulty run. We just got the any percent record for easy difficulty. Now we're trying to go for the stealth record. I went way too early on that crawl. Yeah, you could call it Doberman as well. That's why I don't, it's better to not say Big Boss, Foxhound, Doberman, call it rank 1. If you call it a rank 1 run, which I should have done here, I should have said let's go for rank 1 rather than let's go for stealth. But if you call it rank 1, it's generic and applicable across everything. Big Boss, Foxhound, Doberman, those are all, technically speaking, rank 1. I don't know about with the MGS3. I mean, MGS4, it's all over the place. But, like, if you look at, like, the way the ranks work in, like, Solid 1, for instance, or this game, this is called rank 1, right? Any percent's actually rank 3. I don't know why. I've looked at the table, and the rank we get in the speedrun is rank 3, not rank 2, which is weird. I forgot why that is, but there's some reason. I got unlucky. So that lost me a second or two, getting unlucky. Plus I crawled way too early. I'm gonna go look for a moment. It'll let me. Twitch, please. Just want to look at the dang VODs. I'm broadcasting. I just want to see. I'm just gonna assume I didn't get spotted. So safe. I don't think I got spotted in stage 5. I got lucky. That's one of the best spots. So that's a good start. Let's see if we can get even better luck. Sometimes you just get baited to think you got good luck and then you don't. Just because you got the best pillar at the start doesn't really mean anything. Lucky for us, though, we have the 5-7. Since we're doing Hound, so I get that ammo. I don't know how many I think you get 20 shots. Which I think between that and the R5, I think you're clear. I don't know if you need more than that. Wait, let's not miss this grenade. It's very important that I don't. Right, that's number 2. That's the most common spot. Didn't get that one. Okay. So, I don't need to extend the alert. 51 shots. Don't need to extend the alert here, but I do need to... No, I don't need to at all. Like, it's completely fine. Now that I have this new setup, it's going to help me out a ton. The second Nikita skip. Make sure I'm in a good position. There's 3 different spots you can be in there, but I know one works for sure. Without any fuss or muss. I'm gonna do C4 setup. Oh my gosh, please. Oh, I got the vent pillar. That's unfortunate. So that's gonna cost me a minute. I can see it when I go up there to those grenades. I can see it out of the corner, the very corner of the screen. And you can tell whether you got that pillar or not. And I got that pillar, so that's the worst pillar in the that we can get, unfortunately. Didn't miss that grenade though this time. Or I missed a couple of shots, but nothing too significant. 1 found. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, now I can find recent broadcasts. That's what I get for not paying attention. It's worth double checking. Thankfully, you have time between the cutscenes. No, I didn't. Didn't think so. But things were a little bit weird on the near the end of stage 5, so I needed to see for myself. Also, the clip I made the other day does not apply because I made a clip where you shoot the guard at the near the end of stage 5 from the other side, but that wouldn't actually happen with how the routing works. So I set it up for a situation that wouldn't even exist. Pretty cool. Like, here's this strat, except you'll never get into this situation because you're not supposed to be in this situation to begin with. But hey, it's a cool strat if it was the case. Here's this cool strat that is irrelevant. Sometimes, really, making strats, it's just fun to make strats, so just because a strat doesn't actually mean much for the route doesn't mean it wasn't fun to make, or it could help in some other way. I wasn't like breaking ground with the strat or anything like that, but you know. So if I was like trying to really push a run, I would not check down there, but it pays to reduce options. We've seen 3 so far. There's 1 more left. Two, 3, 4. Nothing. I'll check over there. Cam shot. Oh, it's... I'm dumb. It can't be over here. I'm wasting my time. Durr. It's in the basement. I had a brain fart. So, I should have realized that when I was paused, but... So the way pillars work, if you're unaware, is there's usually, let's say there's 4 spots on a pillar. If one spot is exposed, no other spot on that pillar can be exposed. So we have vent. That means the opposite side cannot be exposed. So me going over there was completely pointless. But that's okay. Make our way back. It's unfortunate I lost more time than I needed to, but whatever. The current Hound run on the board is well within reach. I think I turn left here, yeah? Yep. This is the worst, as you can tell. Okay, I really hope I didn't, like, miss one by accident, like a goofball, because that would be bad. I'm going to plant this one now. If this was higher difficulty, I would leave that one for last, probably, but it's not necessary. Kaboosh. I'm not ready for this. Alright, good. Thankfully, my process of elimination skills did not fail me. Go away from the people. Alright. No incident there. We didn't get caught again. Which is like the main concern with all the various routes you can take in this silly stage. Thankfully, there aren't that many guards to worry about, so... Be very careful about this fire right here. Your urge is to hold up left, but that's a bad urge. You want to hold up and then left, because the fire is sitting right there. Don't try this at home. Don't take an elevator while a building's on fire. It's a bad idea. Take the stairs. That's the cutest skip. Alright. So that was not good. That was like at least a 4-minute run. Probably like 4:20. 5. Oof. Big oof. Ugh. Going to the west wing for no reason costed me. If I didn't do that, I think it would have been a 4. I wasted like 15 seconds doing that. But you can see how dramatic a shift it could be if you get a bad pillar. It wasn't even just that. I had to go to the vent pillar, and then I had to go deep into the basement. Not as deep as it could have been, but fairly deep. So we're almost done with worrying about alerts, but there is one last spot where I'm gonna have to extend my alert quite a bit. And that's the C4 wall fiasco in floor 50. I'm gonna have to extend that alert quite a bit. And the way I'm gonna do that is by throwing stuns. I'm gonna do it at like 300 on the counter, because the counter goes down really quickly and I don't want to risk it. I'll do like 350, that should be fine. But maybe 400. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you trying to meme me? I didn't fart into the microphone. You might have heard like my chair squeak or something. Trust me, I would know. The heck's an activated almond? How do you deactivate an almond? Can you please explain? Never heard of that before. Yeah, for real. I wouldn't lie about that. Especially if someone called me out on stream. I'm just gonna roll with it. I don't need that last grenade. One grenade short is not gonna kill me. So that's unfortunate. I was just one short with that. Could have been better. Oh, actually, R5. Oh, man. I gotta say, that's a new one for me. Hey, Juggalo. It's a nice stack you got there. A pretty nice stack you got there. You're welcome. Alright, so gotta kill this guard. Gotta kill both guards. What am I gonna do there? Then do that strat. A little bit concerned about doing that since I haven't practiced it too much. Randy used some of my points. Beauty that is. Okay, this is the stage that I'm nervous about more than anything. Might take the latter part save. 2 shots. Pick up that C4. At this rate, I'm going to need 2 landmines to finish Metal Gear, which is not horrible. Don't need those. This is why the fact that IGT pauses is great. You can just sneeze and then accept the item. Perfect turn. Thank you. Swap out to our assault rifle. Not picking up that Nikita. Opting out. I don't think it's the right call. Nice timing. Alright. Yeah, so there is a stun strat that you can do to pick up the grenades, but I don't know if I want to go for that strategy. I think I might just do the safe strat and let the guard walk forward and then knock him out. Because I'd rather... the next thing I'm going to do is swap to my stunts, because that's the next thing I'm going to use. I think. No, it's not. Next thing I'm going to use is C4. No. Wait, no, there's no camera there. I don't need to use the R5. Whatever. I should have swapped to C4, but it's not a big deal. Oh, slightly inefficient menuing. Whatever. Okay, I think you hug wall. Yeah, there we go. The sleeping guard is here on, like, every difficulty, which is fun. Yeah, I'm not gonna trust that. You don't see the laser disappear, it's not very safe. It's sort of like watching a green light change. It's the same concept. If you don't see it change, don't trust it. So here, I can run. Which is nice. Alright, I need to swap to my stunts. I have 4 of them. Yeah, 300 is enough. So that seems kind of unnecessary, but I just don't want to risk it. Because I don't want to go back into evasion 3. This is so awkward, having to sustain this alert this long. Like, I threw a stun before firing the Nikita because I wanted to make positively sure that by the time the Nikita landed, I would still be on the same alert. I don't know if that's actually necessary. Like, I don't know how exactly I should pace out that, but thankfully I didn't need to use any grenades, which is the goal I had to begin with. Take that safe. I think I should just kill that guard, actually. Probably could. Rather than popping into that room. Just a thought, but I kept my 1 alert. It was very awkward, but we did it. I have way too much ammo. That's fine. I lost like 10 frames picking up the R5 ammo, whoop-de-doo. But I didn't need it. I could have just skipped it. Whatever. 2 frames loss is not the end of the world. Most advanced Game Boy Color game? there are some Game Boy Color games that are very technically impressive. Some of the games that are like 3D and such. But this is definitely one of the thoroughly packed Game Boy Color games. Just like a lot of content. Need a turn. Like that. It's definitely up there though. It's a fantastic game. Compared to the Game Boy Color game I recently ran. So much better of a game and of everything. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Did a blind race of A Bug's Life on Game Boy because the 22nd anniversary of the film happened this past weekend. I will actually be coming back to that game, but not right now because I can't be too distracted from what I need to do the next 2 weeks. That game's pretty bad. Most Game Boy Color games are like that too. Alright. So this run, I mean, it's not over yet, but I did certain things overly safe and was a bit uncertain. Plus, I had bad luck with the pillars, so... And there's some opportunity for some strategies I didn't really think of before, so... There's definitely some room for improvement. I'd say more room for improvement than the any percent run. In general. The any percent run I just did was pretty good. Decent luck. Decent skill. Decent execution. This one was a little bit more shaky, but it's just because I don't want to test the limits. That's why we want to see 2 Founds. One for the lasers and one for the guard. I suppose you could throw a stun when that guard enters the laser room and not be on alert right there. I don't think that really changes anything, though. It just means you would get on alert later. Whatever. Or you would be found later. We're using the game's wording. Picking them all up. It'll set us up for a perfect 40. Hopefully we will not be messing up the legs, since I have to use 2 landmines. Usually try to only use 1 landmine, but I used a C4 for the second Nikita skip. So I'm a little bit short. There is extra C4 you can pick up, though, if you don't want to ever use landmines. It's not like a necessity. C4 is a lot easier. 100%. There is a way to drop landmines in the middle, but like you have to like turn, and it's pretty awkward. Oh, cool. Alright, I can't be screwing around with this. Don't be moving. Well, that was pretty awkward. Alright, I have one more. Can't be screwing this up. Come on. Oh man, this is so bad. That was so bad. Well, now this is a little bit scary, but nothing I can't handle, I suppose. I already used a ration. I think. Did I? I only ever picked up one, so I'll check. Pretty sure I never used another one though. Because I would have used it on the previous stage. No, I did. Rats. Well, roll with it. This is really bad legs though. Just goes to show why. Only like using it once. If I just picked up the C4 in this stage, that wouldn't have happened. But just not in practice with mines. It's not impossible. Hopefully I get good luck at this stage. I have to actually dodge the missile if it comes. Otherwise, we're in big trouble. Alright, here we go. Okay. Oh! So this is my life now. All right. Oh. Oh, man, this run's about to turn into a disaster if I'm not careful. If it does, it's fine. I'm just gonna hope. Yep. I got the comb. Wow, that was unnecessarily scary. Could have done without that. Seriously. Very bad stage. I mean, I lost like 50 seconds. A lot of that was just legs. And I got... Was that 3 missile phases? Yeah. So, really bad luck, bad execution by my standards. So... This run is easily improvable between just bad luck, uncertainty in my execution, and everything else, so So it goes. Even with all this, I think it should. No, I don't know if I'm gonna get a sub 40. It's gonna be close, but probably not. I think I'm gonna get like a little over a 40 with this run. If Metal Gear didn't go so south, but yeah, plenty of opportunity for next time whenever I do this or someone else decides to go for my Hound run. Dun 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 dun. Maybe Viper will throw us a bone here. So far, not so much. Sometimes he spawns very close. Usually, though, that's not the case. I can't believe that didn't connect. I wish it did, but it didn't. I'm anticipating the text. Alright, well. 47. Still a sub 50. And that's time. It's faster than the Viper in my 20% run. So I think that was a 49. A little bit better, but still not great. Alright, well. You know, got very scary at the end there. But that's okay. I wish I saved my ration. That was the lesson. Really, like, just trust that your movement's gonna be good there and not hurt yourself like that, because doing that made Metal Gear unnecessarily scary, but I got hurt so much just from legs, which shouldn't happen. But that is the issue when you, A, don't practice mines, and B, you went for the C4 strat and didn't pick up some extras, so lesson learned. Just picking up an extra set of C4 would have made a difference there. Even if I lost a few seconds, it would guarantee that I'd do the thing I'm used to. Got whack. Very, very whack. But, yeah. Dems the brakes sometimes. The run was still successful as far as I'm concerned. Just not like, you know, the goal, which would be sub 40. Oh, we banged out 2 world records. Assuming I didn't somehow forget an alert or something. If I died on Metal Gear though, I think it might have been dead. I would have lost it. I would have lost 3 minutes. Which would have been super bad. Cool. Next week on the channel when I stream. As long as I do. As long as I do. Unless something comes up, is basically what I'm saying. I should be playing MGS1 PC. So look forward to that. Since I've been doing Ghost Babel for like the last month. I think it'd be a nice change of pace. I know y'all love the Ghost Babs, but I do need to practice any percent. I have to do both. I'm gonna put MGS2 on hold and do my practice for Metal Gear T. Program unit. I'm gonna try the GOG version. Yeah, I might download it. I don't know what version. I think Jag plays GOG. We need to match resolution, so if he does 4:3, then I have to play 4:3 GOG. So definitely won't buy the MGS2 PC release. MGS1 is the most interesting of the three. GOG Metal Gear is kind of dumb. Yeah, this song is a banger. Alright, what do we get? I think I got like a low 40. That's my guess. Definitely not a low 40. Alright, well, it's a Hound rank run. That's what counts. 12 kills, so not that many, really, but it got dicey at the end there. Sub 40 is so doable. Just with not as bad Gander, not bad luck on pillars. It's totally doable. 38, definitely.